on, you get the lid off. Come on. I'm gonna bring this closer. Oh, come on. You gotta come closer to mum. Hey guys, I thought I would do some laundry chat with you. I have 3 baskets full of laundry, and you know what? I'll get started now because the whole point of laundry chat is to do the laundry. So I have Theo in the background. You'll probably hear him throughout the video, but I wanted to keep it very real, and this is what real life is like. And Theo, no! No, Dylan! He's actually scribbling on our couch with crayons, which is gonna be fun to clean, but just how it is. I thought crayons would be good because they won't be like textures and get everywhere, or it won't be like, I don't know. Anyway, turns out it does still get everywhere. So I wrote a few questions down, and over on my Instagram did like a question tag. So I only just did that, so we're gonna see who replies. But if you aren't following me on Instagram, go over there because I am starting to be more involved. I was slacking off for a while, but I'm definitely posting at least on story time every single day now, and I'll have questions over there. So I will link my Instagram in the description box down below if you want to go and follow me on there, because I don't know, I just feel like it's a lot more intimate and real compared to YouTube. Like YouTube is very edited, whereas, well, I guess you could edit Instagram, but you know what I'm saying, girls? You know what I'm saying. So I wrote a few questions down, and the first one is about traveling over to the States. So I've mentioned this a few times in like previous videos. And guys, Halloween is so last year, but we still use our Halloween tea towel. Anyone else use seasonal decor on a regular basis? So in previous videos, I mentioned us going to the States and doing like a few meetups. So we've booked 85% of our trip, which I can give you guys locations. If you are in that location, that would be awesome to do a meetup. And I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited because I know a lot of my viewers are from the States. So we are going to Southern California, which is LA, and San Diego. Yeah. So we're spending the bulk of our trip in LA. No, we're not going to Disneyland. I know you wanted to, but we decided not to go to Disneyland, guys, just because I hate theme parks. I used to love them when I was a child, but then I got PTSD, and nah, I'll keep my two feet on the ground, thanks. So we're actually staying in LA, and then we're going to hire a car and no! Mummy's gonna have to take the crayons off you. Guys, you should see what he's doing. You're so cheeky. You come on this side. You want your crayons? You come on this side. I don't want you drawing on the couch. Come on. We're going to be hiring a car and traveling down to Orange County, and then making our way to San Diego. And then from there, we're going to be driving back up to like LA and catching a plane to Utah. So Salt Lake City, which I'm so keen. We kind of just chucked Utah in at the last minute. I just like have seen so many beautiful pictures of it, and I started looking into it, and I just, it's so pretty. I just want to take lots of good photos there. So we're traveling to Salt Lake City via plane, and then we're hiring another car, and then we are going to be driving, like doing a road trip, so over the 2 or 3 days down to Las Vegas. So like traveling down Utah, cutting across Arizona into Las Vegas. I don't know, I think we might do a day trip into Arizona. Don't know yet, it's not 100% planned. Yeah, Dylan, take those lids off. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you have been to those locations and what you recommend, because I'm gonna be a real tourist, guys. I think it's gonna be really exciting, and so that is mid-May. So yeah, let me know if you want to do a meetup, because I'm very keen and I just like can't wait to put names to faces, and yeah, I think it's gonna be really lovely. So the next big topic that I haven't mentioned at all, but yeah, we're not sure yet, is that we're actually going to be moving soon. Now don't get me wrong, I absolutely... Theo, what are you doing? Come on. No, you better not be scribbling on the couch again. So I absolutely love this house to death. It's just a really great house. I love the tiles, it's so easy to keep clean. It's like a nice size. We probably could go a little smaller, but like it's a decent size. It's not too big. It's got like a great small size yard, which is what I want, and it's in a good location, and it has a garage and a dishwasher, and like I love it. But we are renting. Come on, Theo, we're gonna put these ones in here. We are renting, and I just feel like we're paying way too much for, not that we can't afford it, but we want to start saving up for our own house. And so that means we have to sacrifice what we're living in at this present time to save the maximum amount of money to put towards buying a house. Ew, that was really gross. We don't put crayons in our mouth, Bubba. But we do use them to draw. Should we draw a circle? So we're looking for something that's between $50 to $100 cheaper per week. So we've done a house inspection with an older style home. It's 3 bedrooms plus a study. So what we're currently in now is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. Now I like the home that we viewed. I think it has great potential. The only thing that is putting me off is it's an extra 5 to 10 minutes off the freeway from what we're already on. Now Isaac is working in the city now. That's another topic we'll get onto later. But so I really do want a house close to the freeway, and where we're at right now, it's the best location. We're literally 2 minutes from the freeway. So that's a little bit of a downer, and even though it's only an extra 5 to 10 minutes depending on traffic, that adds on in the mornings, and you know what I mean, like it adds on in the afternoons, and it adds on in petrol and stuff like that. So that's where I'm kind of just like a bit hesitant, because we're in an open lease right now with our house, so it's not like we have to force ourselves to find a house within a period of time. We have like however long we want to look. I just don't know that the house that we looked at is the right one for us. It's a great price point. It's pretty spacious. It doesn't have a dishwasher, and I know that you don't have to have a dishwasher, but just with little kids, with how much dishes me and Theo go through a day, and it's just exhausting continuously washing up. Trust me, I know it. Some months I do like no dishwasher, and just to save money on like dishwashing tablets. But I know that you can get little mini like portable dishwashers on like online. So I mean, if we do choose this house, that's definitely going to be a priority, because the one thing, well, there's like a few things that I wanted in a house. First, a dishwasher, a garage so I can like build my studio, and a bathtub and a backyard were like very important. And so this ticks most of the boxes. It just doesn't have a dishwasher. Another like factor that's kind of turning me off is it's fully carpeted, and it is like old carpet, and I just have like a thing with like old carpet. I don't know, like I know like carpet collects so much dust, and it's like all stained, and it's just kind of like turning me off. And I know you can like carpet clean it and get rugs, but I don't know. And another thing is like with our dogs, sometimes they have accidents, and obviously with carpet it's a lot harder to clean out of. I know from experience within our apartment. That is that, but like the price point is really great and like it has really good potentials. It is an older style home. So I don't know, we're gonna apply for it and see what happens and we'll make a decision based on that. But there is another, it's a townhouse within the location that we live in now, so a great location. And I loved living in the apartment, but the only thing is I wanted like a little backyard or like a little courtyard because we were on the bottom level, so we had a balcony and there was all that space, but we couldn't go out there. So that was like the only down factor living in the apartments, was we didn't have a courtyard for the dogs and for Theo. But the idea of a townhouse, I really like that, because one like good thing about the apartments was I felt so safe. It was like pretty high security, and like in an apartment block you're like surrounded by people, and so with the townhouses it kind of gives off that same security because you're surrounded by a bunch of like other people. And so I don't know, I just really like it. It has a courtyard, probably a little bit smaller than our backyard that we have now, but still like manageable. And I don't mind a smaller backyard because it's easier to maintain. But this is a 3-bedroom house. I haven't inspected it, so it could be completely different, but I have looked at the photos and I don't know if it has a bathtub. I have to see, but it's like fairly new. It's probably a few years older than the house that we're in now. So the house we're in now is brand new. Like we were the first ones to move in. It was still getting built when we were moving in. But this townhouse is a little older, probably 3 to 4 years, so still fairly new. It has a dishwasher, which is a thumbs up for me. It's in the prime location. It will be a little bit smaller than the house that we looked at before, and it really depends whether or not my sister comes back and lives with us. Right now she's living with our dad, and I don't know, it's probably easier for her to stay with dad and it's easier on me, but it's just hard at the same time. It's a very complex situation, but I think if she continues to live with dad, then it would definitely be enough space for me, Theo and Isaac, because it means that 3rd bedroom can be a study, which is no problem there, study/spare room, and with the garage we can still make that the studio. So I love that one. That one is $10 more than the bigger one, the bigger older one. So kind of pushing on price point there, because again, we're going back to, we want to save as much money as we can and pay off our wedding completely. Another not price factor, but another factor that is holding us back is, do we want to move before we travel overseas? Because if we do, then we're going to be dipping into our travel funds, and it's kind of like a catch-22, because yes, we may be dipping into our travel funds, but if it's exceptionally cheaper, then we'll be able to build up those funds back really quickly. Oh, is that a tassel, Bubba? Can you come over here? You're my grubby puppy! Puppy. Oh, you're giving your puppy a hug. Can you give him a kiss? Oh, that's so lovely. So yeah, that's just something to consider. And don't get me wrong, I hate moving, and so does Isaac, so we're kind of dreading that. And we've moved so much since finding out we were pregnant, probably like 6 times or so. And we thought this was going to be like our long-term house until, I don't know, until we were ready to like travel or do stuff, but it just financially takes a massive chunk out, and because we are paying off the wedding, like a substantial amount, we just have been thinking about figures, and we both feel like if we paid an extra $50 on top of what we're paying now, we could be paying off our own house. It's just saving up for that deposit that is holding us back from buying a house. And to do that, we need to sacrifice our living situation right now. And so that is what we're at with house moving. So I don't know, we're very torn. I'm gonna apply for that house, see what happens, and I guess take it from there, because I feel like with these things you can't really jump on the first thing that pops up. Like, I've been viewing houses for the last 6 weeks now, and I just haven't had the right feeling about it, and I don't think I have. I don't know, I'm so torn about this house that we had a look at, because it has potential, but it's just old, and I'm such a house snob. But I just feel like older houses have like mold and dust and just asbestos, and like with Theo being so young, I want to give him the best environment as possible. And I know you can clean it, but you can only clean it to an extent. So that is where we're at. Okay, we're on to basket number 3. So what I mentioned before about Isaac traveling into the city for work is, it's so funny how this happened. He literally had a week off work, and because he's only casual with his new job, which is kind of a down factor, we just literally were set back $1,000 that week. And we were talking and we're like, you're gonna have to find a new job that offers sick leave and absent leave and empathy leave. And it was a real deal breaker, because that was our travel fund that we dipped into. But whilst he was away from work, he actually got an opportunity in the city, which is the same distance as what he's working now, so an hour drive, an hour commute. And we were hoping for something a little bit closer, but I just feel like this present time you're not going to get that with the same benefits that he got offered. So he got offered like higher paying work that's full-time with all the benefits, so superannuation, your leave, your sick days, all of that included, and it is like a manager position. So we were tossing up, because he did feel like very loyal to the company that he's working for. It was like a local business, and like me and Isaac both strongly want to support local businesses, but just the fact that he's not on a full-time contract, it was a bit of a deal breaker, because he had that week off, and what if we didn't have money that week to pay for our rent? I don't know, this position's just better for our family. And even though it's gonna suck for the business because they heavily relied on him, one thing that we have learned since having Theo, well, since the past 6 months, is sometimes you have to put your family first, whether that means that you're upsetting other people. And we would always like put other people before us, and at the end of the day it's us who suffered. And I'm strongly empathetic and want to help people out, but sometimes you have to draw a fine line. And so that's why he decided what are you doing, Noodle? That's why he decided to take that job. And Baba, you can't drink the crayon. You should see him on the side, guys. He's being crazy. Oh, yeah, so he starts that job in 2 weeks, and I think it will be a really great opportunity in the long run, and he'll be able to like climb up the chain further, whereas before the maximum promotion he could get was a manager. So that is the job. And I guess the last topic that I have down is next week I go back to uni, and I'm so not prepared because I don't know what my university is doing, but normally the timetable is out by now, and it's not. Our timetable's not out. I don't know what days I'm going. I can't organize childcare because I don't know what anyone's doing, and so I'm kind of like stuck in a rut. And I checked today and I thought it's a week away, less than a week away. Pretty sure it's like Thursday now. No. Yeah, it's Thursday now, and I'm meant to go back on the Monday or like whatever day I'm going back. So you'd think I'd be ready. Anyway, so I'm stressing a little bit about that, but I completely did change over my degree from nutrition to visual communications, which I'm so excited about, guys. You have no idea, because I'm going to be able to do photography courses and cinematography courses and just everything related to YouTube and my business that I'm running, and it's just nice to have like an actual structured course. So I will be going and trying full-time subjects. So 3 subjects is full-time, that's 30 hours, but I will be condensing it to over 1 to 2 days a week, depending on the days and depending if I get theo-minded. The good thing about going to my uni is you can do a lot of like the stuff from home, so you don't actually have to go in. Obviously, being in an art degree, there's no like scientific labs, so that is good in that way. I just don't know though, guys. I don't know when I'm going back and what days I'm going back, so I'm just feeling a little bit stressed about that. But I'm kind of at a point where I just want to finish my studies, because this is going on 4 years. I started studying in 2015, and I know I've switched degrees a few times, but I just feel like it's time to start getting the ball rolling and finish up what I've started. But yeah, I will end the video here, because I've been rambling on for half an hour, I think. But I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.